This is a 52-inch 6-blade JC Penney ceiling fan from the early 90s. I believe it to be manufactured by Sheng Yuan, or however you pronounce it, the same company that produced Alaska and probably Broan. It's got a number of characteristics similar to those two brand names. You've got the rounded point blade tips, or the scallop tips as some people call them. You've got the sideways reverse switch. You've got a pull chain design that is very similar to those two companies, and most notably the speeds go from low to medium to high. We'll go ahead and start it out on low speed. Got this fan as a surprise in my mail from Dan Newman. I guess he's clearing some stuff out, but I definitely appreciate him sending me this. I've been looking for one of these for a while. This version you can put a down rod on. However, the previous owner huggerized it. They just attached the canopy straight to the motor, which obviously was an option. Low here is going to be about 55 RPM or so. For a standard low. You can already feel air coming off of it. The blades have a pretty good pitch, and the brackets are surprisingly the full width kind. They're not they don't have the skinny hold pattern like I was expecting them to. Anyway, here's medium. It's probably about 120 RPM or so, give or take. Pretty quiet fan. The hum that you hear, I think, is from me having the motor attached directly to that wooden beam. It's just kind of resonating through the wood. And again, it's a pretty substantial amount of air coming off of it. And then you've got high. And I'd have to say, even with 6 blades, high is pushing 180, 190, and you know, you feel a substantial amount of air coming off of it. If it were a little bit lower to me instead of being way up there, it'd probably be even more noticeable. But it is blowing some serious air for a fan with the motor the size it is. I haven't cracked it open yet, but it doesn't look that big. But nonetheless, it is putting off a great deal of air. JC Penney did make a hugger version of this, a true hugger. And that's actually what I saw first. And I think all these fans came with light kits. I just decided to take the one off of this one. It is kind of bent up, and I don't particularly like the shades that come with it. But anyway, reverse speeds are pretty much the same as the forward, so I won't go ahead. I won't show you those here in a second. I'll take some of the blades off, and we'll run it like that. So again, this has been a JC Penney ceiling fan, probably manufactured by Sheng Yuan or Broan, Alaska. And in just a second, I'll have more with some of the blades taken off. Thanks a lot. All right, we'll run it with 3 blades. Here's low. Low's probably going to get up to about 85 or 90 now. Yeah, you can feel a little bit of air right now. And we'll go up to medium. Medium's about 170 now, maybe even 180, about where the high was on when all 6 were installed, maybe just a little bit slower. And then high is now going to be about 230 or so. And it's moving pretty much, it's moving a really good amount of air right now. As you would probably expect. Again, there's nothing that would stick out about this motor when you first looked at it, because the housing looks so small and everything. But standing under this fan right now, it's doing a really good job. So even with 3 blades, or maybe even especially with 3 blades, it does a really good job moving air.